The New England Patriots just dodged a massive bullet. Yes, Matrix moves in everything. They dodged it, and it was a good move. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron on the Daily Patriots content. Don't miss out. All you got to do, subscribe, notification bell, boom, hit the like button. 9-2 Patriots, you know the deal. Let's roll, baby. But first story we got to jump into. This whole mess with Brandon Ayuk is crazy. And the reason we have to talk about this is because the Patriots were on the precipice. They almost got him last year, and they absolutely dodged this mess. Let's jump into it. Brandon Ayuk, as of right now, has not been going to meetings. He's been declining to participate in any team activities. It has been rough for him. Since he has not participated, essentially he is not followed his contract or what he agreed to. So then the 49ers have came out and said, hey, this contract has been void. So for the 2026 season, the money he was guaranteed, which was at about $25 million, void. He does not have to be paid that, even though this contract extension that was 4 years, $120 million, ladies and gentlemen, he was already guaranteed at signing $45 million. So here's the deal. This is looking like it's going down a slippery slope. It's going to end in a nasty, nasty divorce, and Brandon Ayuk is probably going to go somewhere else. I do not think they're going to be able to mend this, and it just looks disgusting. Let's be real. And so when it comes down to it, the Patriots, who literally had the trade framework already set up, already figured out, and had everything ready to go. And if you remember, Brandon Ayuk had the ability, and he said, no, I don't want to go to the Patriots. Nah, I'm good. I'm going to pass. And now look at the situations he is in. And if we jump back into that whole trade with the New England Patriots, it was a 2025 second-round draft pick, a 2026 fourth-round draft pick, and then Kendrick Bourne, who ended up, see ya, he was released. But that being said, the Patriots apparently were going to offer him a 3-year, $90 million deal that averaged, they offered him a 4-year deal that averaged $32.4 million per year. They were serious. Elliott Wolf, this organization, were serious about getting Brandon Ayuk, and they didn't get him. And a lot of people thought that was a miss, that was embarrassing to that organization, all these different things. But when it comes down to it, it was a blessing in disguise, because if you talk about toxic, Brandon Ayuk, that is what he has become. And I hate to say, I don't want to tear players down. I truly don't. I think if anyone's watched this show, they know that's not my heart when I talk about players. But Brandon Ayuk has been nothing but trouble for the San Francisco 49ers ever since just before this extension. It's just been a headache for this organization. An organization that literally is hanging on for dear life. You look at their chances of making the playoffs, still solid for this team in a tough division in the NFC. But when it comes down to it, literally the Patriots just, I can't do the move. I can't do the Matrix move. I don't know if any of you could ever do that. But just unreal. Blessing in disguise for the Patriots. Bullet dodged. And the funny thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, is everyone wanted to point fingers at who? Stephon Diggs. Toxic. Not a leader. Washed up. Not worth it. And guess what? He's come into Foxborough and he has proved everyone wrong. The Patriots made the right decision. Granted, it's kind of like when you put, you go to buy a house, whatever, and you put earnest money down. I know not all areas of the country, does earnest money, but you put earnest money down, and in a way, that's what the Patriots did. Here's the trade framework. It was agreed upon. Hey, it was in Brandon Ayuk's court. So it was kind of like the Patriots were, push the chips in. We're all in, baby. If he says yes, then it's going to be incredibly hard to get out of this. But he said no, and that may have been the best rejection the Patriots have ever had. And so just unreal unreal that this happened. And so great for the Patriots. And then great decisions in getting Stephon Diggs, Mac Hollins. Kayshon Boutte has continued to step up. Obviously he's going to be back this week, which is great for the Patriots, him and Ramondre Stevenson. But just crazy. So comment below. Tell me what you think this whole situation with Brandon Ayuk. What are your thoughts? Bullet dodge for the Patriots. You love to see it. You love to see it. Next up on the game this weekend, I was going to lead with this story, but I don't think it's as crazy as people would think it is. And that's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow not playing. Not going to be playing this week against the Patriots. It's no surprise. Let's be honest with ourselves. The Bengals are looking for a top 10, if not top 5 pick in this 2026 draft. They need an edge rusher. Trey Hendrickson, I think, is done with the Bengals. And so, and you got other players too busy spitting on people. It's just this program needs to figure some things out. And I don't think trying to rush Joe Burrow back in for kind of a failed season is going to help anyone. And so you jump into their odds right now to make the playoffs. And as of right now, they have a 4% chance. If you look at that, if I move my mug real quick, there we go. And you see they have a 4% chance if you look at that. The Patriots right now have a 99% chance. The Patriots have a better chance to win the Super Bowl, 10% chance, than the Bengals do even making the playoffs, which is crazy. So when it's all said and done, I don't blame the Bengals for saying, I don't know. We want to make sure this guy's 100% healthy. 2, we just got to make it through the season because this season's basically done for us. Let's be honest. As well, what's crazy is you look in the AFC right now on this chart, and you got the Broncos, Patriots, and Colts. Who would have thought that those 3 teams would be 3 of the best teams, not only in the NFL, or not only in the AFC, but in the NFL? And then you look down, and literally the Chiefs right now, 28% chance to make the playoffs. The Bills, 75% chance. And then, these top dogs at the top right here, 99, 99, 98, 99. Crazy. They got the AFC nervous. They got the Bills on the ropes right now. The Bills just losing to the Texans. Not even they don't even know what the heck's going on right now. They're just trying to figure out. Keon Coleman. You talk about wide receivers. Talk about going back to Brandon Ayuk, and going back to the Bills and their situation at wide receiver. Keon Coleman once again sat for a second straight week, and he's healthy. What in the world's going on there? You talk about a team, everyone says like, the Patriots are, Brandon Cooks, he's available. As I said, the Patriots don't need him. But the media always says, the Patriots, because they were used to saying that last year. But now who's in desperate need of wide receivers is the Buffalo Bills. They are shouting SOS because they got a lot of issues going on up there in Buffalo. So it's crazy to think how the tables have turned. I'm trying to think how Michael Scott says it in The Office. He goes, "How the turntables turn," or he says some stupid way like that, with some cheesy way. But anyways, what are your thoughts? Brandon Ayuk, Joe Burrow, the Bengals, the Bills. I don't care. Comment below. Would love to hear from you guys. Set up a little different today. We're changing it up. I had to move some stuff around in the room. I plan on changing it up more, making it look a little cooler. So don't plan on it staying like this, but comment below. Would love to hear from you. Hit the subscribe button on the way out. If you haven't, hit the like button. We'll talk later. Peace.